Ready to love Miami, and you're now tuned in to TheeEnicole. Hey!
Hey y'all, welcome back to a brand new episode of Watchy Watch. Tonight, of course, as you know, is Ready to Love. The show is winding down. The new episode is coming. So I'm giving y'all some time to go get y'all snacks, get your blankies, get your drink, your beverages, whatever you need to watch this show with us. Because we are watching live and direct. If you do not know what channel Ready to Love is on, it is on the OWN network, y'all. So get your TVs tuned in to the OWN network and get your TV watching utensils together and come on back. I hope everybody had a good, productive week. Mine was very eventful. So we're winding down. Got the surprise last week. Andre is back. So we're going to see how this plays out tonight. Waiting for my regulars to get on in here. Hey, everybody that's tuning in. If you're in the bushes, welcome. Get your TVs tuned in to the OWN network. Get your snacks. And let's see what's going to unfold tonight. The show should start in about 2 minutes. So you got time. Take your time.
Yes. He's just very controlling. I think he means well, but he misses the mark with being authentic by a long shot. Yes. And I'll just say this now because it's kind of an ongoing thing. But I will say with Sue especially, she seems to want to
I'm gonna turn it up so y'all can hear.
Relationship with men. Just let everybody have their path. You walk yours, I walk mine. Because I definitely have no interest in her connections. We don't have the same connection.
Definitely I did have any.
Waiting for my co-host to pull up as well. So y'all have time. Take your time.
I gotta stop. I'm fine with who Blake feels the strongest connection with, but where he lost me is where he said, I don't like telling ladies things.
I really want to see what's going to unfold now that Dre is back.
No,
Mr. Curly Q is officially back, y'all. This should be entertaining tonight.
I've taken everything in back and forth. I love Blake, but it seemed like Jeffrey was being genuine.
Just stop talking about me.
Stop talking about me too, by the way. Can you stop talking about me as well? Advocates too. Please do.
Hang on.
Move along. You called my name today. You called my name. Yeah. You came up to me on the boat and you talk about me in the women's club. Every single time. Don't call my name. Next. Don't call my name.
We ending that journey with us. One man, one woman. The Lord is hostile. Nobody wants to send a connection. Remember, you can still give a second chance life.
I don't think he gets it.
All right, y'all. It's about to come back on. We still got the lifelines out here floating around from the women and the men. So let's see what's going to unfold tonight. Ron, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm trying to find it on TV.
I don't think you're a benign cancer. I think you're malignant.
Oh,
I don't think you deserve to be here. Like, he needs some professional help. It's disgusting to me.
well. All right, y'all. Here we go.
Previously on Ready to Love. Later this week, I'm organizing a group dinner so I can see where you are firsthand in this process. Dun, dun, dun. Andre COVID Freeman. And got second thoughts about leaving the journey with y'all. All right. I was a little disappointed in Mercedes. While I was away, I never felt like you reached out to me.
Blake, I have to always consider what Jeffrey had to say. That you felt like you already found your person with Jeffrey.
That was never said.
We're done talking because
I've
if
been
you're
very consistent.
too old to lie, Blake.
Stop talking about me too, by the way.
Advocates too.
Please do. Okay, sweetheart.
Next.
No, it took some time to get to the place that you wanted me to be. Oh, now
Hey, sister.
I'm ready to love.
And hey to everybody else coming in. Tap that like button on your way in to say hello.
Blake, you're insane.
Let's stop talking about it.
Stop talking about me too, by the way. Can you stop talking about me as well?
Advocates too.
Don't call my name. I'm at the adult table. Don't call my name.
Advocates too. Listen, I know
I
you've been
am
trying to
advocate.
prep
So
Blake.
all I'm saying to you
Because
is
he's
don't
so
call my name. Don't call my name.
Oh,
Don't
girl.
call my name.
Advocate Sue over there, Blake. This is not your client, baby. You're not at work.
You wanted your time to be able to have something to say.
She needs to focus on her romantic connections and get out of that client attorney connection.
Hey,
It's really,
LSW.
really, really weird.
Move along. She couldn't wait to be able to just to have a moment with me. Next. Girl. It's so embarrassing.
I don't like it.
I do. No shade to Suman, but how could you believe this liar? He is blatantly lying to you and anyone else that would give him the time of day.
All right. That was a lot. Everybody good? Y'all feel good? Get a little bit off the chest?
Yes, sir.
Kind of let it out?
Mm-hmm.
So I hope everybody learned something from seeing how others, right or wrong, perceive you. If you want to find love, you got to be able to take on constructive feedback and make any change necessary in order to move forward. Everybody cool with that? That makes sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to let y'all get something to eat. But after dessert, it's going to be some decisions made. Here we go.
Who y'all think going home today?
So eat up. Remember, for one man and one lady, this is going to be your last supper. I'm just telling you.
That's something.
All right, hold up the tea. Eat.
Come with the ladies. But you know what? We getting to the point right now.
It's real.
Where those emotions gonna come up.
Yeah,
It's gonna only get worse later.
It definitely gets a little heated. And I just sit back and mind my damn business.
I feel like you showed great voice.
Right.
Even though someone was coming for you, I feel like it was something that brought us closer in this journey. So I see nothing but positive from it, personally.
We got to see you, bro. Welcome back.
Yes.
That hairdo.
I'm just so excited.
Does it for me
Like,
every
listen,
time.
This is just how God works. You know, you do the right thing and the right thing comes back to you. I love that. And I felt the love that everyone had for me before I left the process. And my thing right now is that I know I missed out on a lot. So I know I have to go really hard to do what I need to do to rebuild these connections, to get back in and finish where I started.
I don't know. This was a different night for me. I hope you think I handled it with praise.
That little moment with Sue and Blake, I was a little thrown off. I don't like confrontation. And Andre had never seen me have to kind of go through anything. So that part was a little uncomfortable. I didn't know what was going through his head at the time.
So
You promise.
Yes. You kept me alive. You know?
The milking is real.
While I was out of the process, I stayed in connection with Jeffrey because our soul connect. Just that kind of connection we had. I wish everyone could see who we are in our right.
They didn't see Jesus.
I'm thinking what you think. We'll take a shot.
That's only a representative.
Period.
That's sometimes you get when you get on that, so that's what I'm trying to say. I think maybe
She's growing on me, guys.
I was ready to put you on left.
I'm sure you weren't.
A part of you feel like you want to be pursued. And queens don't chase. I don't feel like Anthony is the type of man that's really aggressive. There's been, certain circumstances where he didn't take the initiative to come and talk to me. I want to be pursued. We can't be on the phone talking, and then at the lunch you're not saying nothing to me. You have to nurture these connections that you're making over the phone.
Spread yourself
Or a woman will feel neglected.
I don't think he gets it.
I don't think he gets it.
What do I get? What is it that
I
I
feel like knock you upside the
But
head.
man
It's not
has no words. Let me tell you what it's giving.
What is it giving?
We're gonna go for the lowest one first. The
Why?
ones all the way at the top that take a little more work.
I'm
Is
sorry.
it Dr. Hill Hour or like?
These are intelligent women. Some people ain't gonna tell you the same lie. I'm sure that any people
They
who have a
might.
connection with somebody who don't have a connection with them. Because I feel like everybody have a connection with somebody. The other person is reciprocated.
Yeah.
But I wonder how that is.
Yeah. So I kind of had this connection with Mercedes.
If that's happening to you,
I had Morgan, and then I had Mercedes as my top. And unfortunately, Mercedes friend zoned your boy.
this happened to you.
Why do I feel that?
Look at me.
No, I'm not gonna look at you.
No. You know I keep it 100.
I want you to keep it
I
about that.
was hurt. Everyone checked on me. You're the only one. You were my top connection. So that hurt me.
Yeah.
We did have a really good connection prior to him leaving. However, with him being gone in the process, I have consistently again had Mark Anthony and Anthony in my top. So I have found kind of like the connections that I'm truly interested in.
Why didn't you check on me?
I honestly thought out of sight, he's out of mind, and then we have a lot of stuff going on. So for me, it just wasn't my first priority.
That said it all.
It wasn't.
I was hurt to the core. That's cold. Now I see who you are, and I don't want nothing with you.
Not to his core.
I'm gonna go walk up.
Tony, I just need to know that.
Yes,
you're
she
looking for a
was.
special woman, and not just any woman. That's almost good enough. Because I feel like you and Anthony might have something in common, where you work the room.
Anthony don't got nothing to do with me, sweetheart.
Just stop. If you're doing too much
Doing too much.
with everybody else, yes,
Listen, I know we have a connection,
we do have a connection.
and a strong connection.
Don't make me feel like that's tainted. Because you be too friendly. I don't like that. Cut out like friendliness.
What do you want me to say?
Just be normal.
I am normal.
That's
This
the
is
problem. That's your normal. And that's what kind of scared me too, Tony. It's because you're so like flirtatious. Naturally, you're a flirtatious man. And that's gonna make me hurt you.
listen. You saying that I'm talking, I'm laughing, I'm smiling, I'm licking my lips, sweating.
I didn't say you licking your lips. You licking your lips too?
With you. You see this connection you and I have? Stop playing.
You lick your lips too?
Only
Let
with
me
you.
find out.
Only with you.
Come, rip them off.
Why?
Because those are mine.
Well,
I can't stand you.
All right, Miami family.
Oh man.
How y'all doing? Everybody enjoy the food libation?
Yes,
sir. Okay, all right. Y'all save a little bit of room for me. Two things will be ending their journey with us tonight.
Ooh.
Here it is.
Not two people. I'm just freaked out because I don't know how deliberations are going to
he's
go.
supposed to be flirting.
One more. Fellas, let's do it. Outside, baby. Let's go. Ladies, gonna be back to check on y'all a little later.
Have fun. I know what y'all
He's
like.
supposed to be flirting, guys. It's ready to love. Now I got a question. Women, why do we do that? You muted. What were you saying? Was you saying something?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh. Women, why do we do that? Like, why couldn't she just tell him she missed him and she wanted some time? Why she had to fight? Why she had to argue? Just tell the man you miss him and you want some one-on-one time.
You said what part?
The last one that was just talking to Tony.
She gets blowing him smoke like he blowing smoke.
But women, we do that sometimes. Well, I did when I was younger, not so much now. But we don't gotta fight. Just tell him you miss him. I think that Jeffrey was milking the situation. She is not Miss Innocent.
Oh yeah, she played victim.
Now, what do you think about Andre? I think that he was a little too intense with Mercedes.
No, he was right because it's like we're doing the stuff on screen with the cameras, but then you got a whole nother real situation going on outside the cameras through phones, through personal dates that are not on camera and things of that nature. And he was like, if you real with me, we don't need the cameras. If this is really supposed to be a love situation, to get to show this and that, if it's really supposed to be a process, it's really supposed to be what it is, who cares if it's on camera or not? Who cares if it's part of the show or not? We're supposed to be able to lead this show and get married and engaged and have a long relationship. No camera's going to be there then. So why all of a sudden it's out of mind, out of sight when the cameras ain't on?
Right.
Why are you not at least keeping in touch with me and things of that nature when it's doing the process? And I get where she's coming from because they are busy. And it's almost like you got too much to handle, so that to start talking to somebody outside the process, whoever it is difficult. So I see both sides of what they're talking about.
Yeah, because she was like, out of sight, out of mind, sir.
Yeah, meaning, but it kind of told on herself, meaning that you're playing a little bit of the game. Let's just keep it real. If you want to keep it real.
You think she is?
Everybody is, but she gets kind of exposed that she really is. Everybody is, but hiding it. But she just kind of said, "Hey, if it ain't part of this game, I can't put any effort towards it because
because if she was to be entertaining him, why don't you leave the show with me?" Type of thing. If we really found a connection.
Well, a lot of them, even if they did, if that was the case, wouldn't have left the show because they went on the show to be on TV. Let's keep it real. So the love part is the second part. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily the first part for everybody.
Right.
And that's what he was kind of exposing. But, the men get emotional and they're like, well, shoot. You know what I mean? Like, in the back of our heads, we're like, we can leave right now and go start this relationship. And the woman's like, in the back of her mind, she's like, I don't care if you're the perfect guy. I'm not leaving nothing.
Well, damn. Madam Oracle said, hello, Ron. I see you're all bearded and buff. It's back on, y'all.
Hold on. I'm behind.
Who y'all think leaving tonight?
The mood of the deliberation is intense, it's emotional. Nobody wants to send a connection song.
All right, ladies, let's start at the top. I want to know who your strongest connections are. Cindy.
Okay, so Andre, when he was gone, I never had
Chris said,
anybody put his butter. So he's right on top.
For sure. Andre coming back. He was my top from the beginning. So I think he shot right back up there.
Right. Top connection.
Blue is gone and that Joanna girl is gone.
I would say she was almost like a saint.
All right, so we got Blue.
That's putting the ball way up there.
And who? Oh, the light-skinned girl?
Jeffrey,
no, I want her to stay.
After work late nights, Jeffrey texted me, very good.
She drinks my favorite drink, Don Julio, Reposado.
Feminine, soft demeanor about her that I just like.
Mercedes.
My top connection is going to be Mark Anthony. My connection, it has to have that umph, and I'm feeling the umph more from Mark Anthony than I am from Anthony.
Mark Anthony is so forward. He doesn't care who's around. He'll come and snatch me right away. That's so attractive to me.
I have to say Mercedes, you got this bubbly personality I really like. Somebody who smiles all the time, it's infectious.
Anthony.
Cynthia and Mercedes. Mercedes has just always been my top. It's just something about her personality, where she talks to you. And Cynthia is very intentional. She knows what she wants.
Blake?
Suan?
That hasn't changed.
Has not changed. She works for me.
I had a really good conversation with Blake, and we filled it with a kiss.
Really?
Yes.
All right then.
Advocate Sue, bless her heart. I feel like he's using Sue for votes, and it's unfortunate. I just felt really disturbed for her.
Morgan, your turn.
My top pick is Tony. That man is wild about me. He's made it very clear.
Marcia.
Tony, he's the most assertive man here. He makes me feel beautiful.
Go Nick.
Lyndon, Tony, with Lyndon, we have a good friendship. And it's nice and it's easy.
You know, that's my rock star, man. I love the connection with Lyndon and I. My only concerns with Lyndon is our age difference. And I think Lyndon likes me enough that we can work through that obstacle.
So,
I like Marcia. No, she right under Morgan, like right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a date with Morgan. The sunset upon the water was everything. When I gave her a little look and said,
this is poetry.
I looked at her. That kiss, not once, not twice, probably 3-4 times.
This is pretty much making out.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Me and Morgan's connection is strong, but there's still Tony. Tone is on my case. I went at it with Morgan.
How was that?
The sun didn't set with the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kisses. Tony over here. We get along.
And he
Like
need
my
to be in a
piece.
movie.
I kind of feel bad for the guy because there's no chance in the world that Morgan will be with Lyndon knowing that I'm in the mix.
That's some strong connections, Cookie. But as you know, one of these guys leaving us tonight. So, who do you feel just isn't ready to love?
My least connection would be Blake. We just don't connect.
Definitely Blake. I definitely knew he went here for the right reasons. Blake, he's unkind and I question his authenticity.
Marcia.
I'm at the start with Mark Anthony. He's easy on the arm, but the train stops there.
Mark Anthony, Greek guy, but we just don't have that connection. Mark Anthony, beautiful man, not my person.
In 3 to 5 years, he's going to be amazing, but I don't know if he's ready to be in a relationship now.
Can I talk about Anthony?
Go ahead.
When we left that mixer, he was my number one choice. I just want ready to tell you that. But since then, Anthony has disregarded me 3 times. We had a conversation on the phone. I saw him the next day. He didn't even speak to me. Where did he do that at? Like, that's crazy to me.
Anthony is in my top, but it's so hard to keep him there because he hasn't told me whether or not he even likes me.
With Anthony, I feel like it's a disconnect, so I have to put him in my bottom because I've been waiting on him to show up.
Tell me who you are not connected with and why.
Probably my least connection would be Suan. There's no spark there.
Suan?
She's not my type. She never looked at me as equal. Maybe because of my look. I look like a playboy, but once you dig underneath, you know I'm way more than that.
What?
Number one, it's going to be Jeffrey. To have someone blatantly lie, it just kind of supersedes everything. Also, I would say Morgan, we just don't vibe at all. Morgan wants children at any cost. So for me, there's no way that we're ever going to be able to connect.
Andre.
Mercedes. Out of all my top connections, she's the only one that didn't check on me.
That hurt. Yeah, that does kind of suck. But at the same time, that's your loss. Mercedes will hit me up.
Mark Anthony.
I'll probably say Joe B. She's a phenomenal person, but we just didn't click.
Jonique, nice young lady. I think we just have too much of a gap to kind of bridge. Gotta say, Jonique, I don't think Cindy Sparks there.
I was very intrigued by Jonique. My concern was her age. However, Jonique is amazing, and she threw a wrench in the game. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, fellas. Now look, remember, you can still get one of these lucky ladies a second chance lifeline.
They better give her a second chance if they vote her out.
Remember, it can only be used once. It has to be agreed upon by everybody. I'm going to give you fellas time to think about it.
The decision to use the second chance lifeline is extremely hard.
Somebody gonna use it.
I hope they do.
Well, we going for that lifeline now. Well,
I'm down to use it.
We would think he deserved a chance to maintain his connection.
What do you guys in the chat think? What do I really want Jonique to say?
She might. I think somebody gonna use the lifeline today. You can't keep it too long. So
then it'd be pointless.
Yeah, somebody gonna use it today. It might. They both might not use it, but at least one of the guys or one of the girls gonna get saved by lifeline. I feel.
I think Tony want to keep her around. Who deserves a second shot? I
Tony
think
keep all
Jonique.
of them around, but he needs to get out. He needs to get out of that.
Okay, let me ask you this: out of Sue-Ann and Jonique, who do you think deserves the second chance?
Sue-Ann got a number one connection. Jonique doesn't, so that just trumps her card.
But I feel like Jonique should get the chance because if that's the case, Blake and Sue could just leave because nobody's interested in them.
I mean, but but a connection's still a connection. You still gotta get three of them to the end. So if they're one of the three and they have a possibility to be that, then I feel you gotta keep them. But yeah, that's how it works. If you got a number one could save you better than three number threes. You know what I mean? If I got three guys that got me number three on my list, three girls that got me number three on their list, and I got one that got me number one. I'd rather have the one that has me number one than three girls that got me number three.
So what do you think?
They told me I had a girl that I was very interested in. I had a number 4, or something like number 3 or something like that. And the producer straight up told me, it's like, yo, if they're not your number 1, they might as well be number 8.
Oh damn!
You know what I mean? That's how that works.
What do you think is the drawback to Anthony?
I think they're right. He's not a very assertive personality. We never saw that. Remember the first 2 episodes, we barely even knew he was there. So he's not very assertive. I think he's stable, and that quiet confidence will kind of go good. But in this type of atmosphere where it's kind of game related, people want reassurance. And Tony's giving out reassurance. Anthony's kind of gets sitting back like everything's cool. You know what I mean?
Right. Because they all said they wanted to put him in the top, but
yeah, he's not the one coming on and saying, hey, you're safe with me. I'm going to vote you number 1, and saying, sometimes that stuff in this type of situation is important because people want to know where they're at.
But I feel like Lyndon should leave before he leaves because nobody really checking for Lyndon.
They're not. He got Morgan. But I don't know. I have a feeling because something about Tony. Tony is like,
he said Anthony has no personality, period.
Tony is, when he said the words, these are my girls and mine, no girls, your girls and ready to love until you make it to the end. So he gonna get.
Well, Morgan said that she was. She said them is my lips.
Yeah, he's just playing with them, but he's too confident right now. He thinks these girls are actually him and they all playing the game. They're gonna throw a wrench on his butt. Watch. It's coming.
I'm waiting.
Because you can't play it like that. And he's getting emotionally involved into it and everything else like that. He's getting all his feelings in there and ready to love like to expose guys like that. Yeah. He's doing the right thing. He's being intentional and he's getting his feelings involved and where he's supposed to be, but they don't reward guys like that. No guy's never got rewarded for playing it.
Just remind y'all, if y'all really be watching, that preview that really drew us into the season has not happened yet. So it's back on. Let's see who's gonna go home. See if we right.
And this hurricane is about to make landfall. Anthony and Mark Anthony. Step forward.
When they called out Mark Anthony and Anthony, I was a little relieved that my name had not been called. And for the first time, I had not been on the chopping block.
When hearts are on the line, the wind can shift without warning. Mark Anthony, women feel that you may not be on the same path as some of them. And worry that the chemistry just might not be there.
Man, this is almost like a public execution because one of us is going to be told you're out of here. So it was a little nerve-wracking.
Anthony, my brother, the consensus among the women is that despite showing good intentions, they feel you might be treating this process as a numbers game.
What happened to his hair?
They're struggling to see the genuineness behind your actions. This being said, the ladies have decided that you're safe this time.
Why they be playing with us?
faded. I need to step up my game. I need to really figure out who I'm connecting with, who's connecting with me, and where we're going from here.
Mark Anthony, only the second chance lifeline can save you now. The ladies have decided that.
Hell
Today
nah,
is your
Anthony
lucky day.
means to step up.
As the women unanimously decided to give you a second chance. They believe that there's still some hope for a long-lasting connection here. You can rejoin the group.
Right,
We
Chris,
all
why they be
agreed
playing with
to
us?
use the lifeline for Mark Anthony. And I admit it.
Oh.
Not that I don't want Mark Anthony to stay, but why on God's green earth is Blake still here? Like, get this clown up out of here. Nobody likes him. But Suanne, why is he still here? So that's why I was mad.
Ladies, y'all are not off the hook. As you know, I also talk to the men. Jonique and
Don't
Suanne,
send her home.
please step forward.
I wasn't surprised to hear my name because I knew I only had a few connections, but the connections that I had were good. But I wasn't surprised because it is what it is.
Jonique,
Yes,
feels
they
like
did.
you're holding back,
They used it.
and that despite your best efforts,
I told you they're gonna use one. I predict this stuff.
We should have played some bets.
a lot of the guys are struggling to feel that spark or that chemistry. They want to make sure that you haven't closed yourself off to the process too soon.
It's just so nerve-wracking. I'm definitely curious if Blake is letting all the guys know about his connection to me. If Anthony is saying anything about Suanne, like it's a nail biter.
And I predicted what girl was leaving.
I don't want her to leave.
Jonique is not ready to love.
Right.
Time to say your goodbyes.
I don't like them anymore.
It's not sorry. I'm ready to love. Just
Blake got Sue
I
Ellen.
said that the second chance lifeline was
Is that her name, Sue
for me,
Ellen? Or did I
but
just
at the
make
end of
that
the
up?
day, I leave with grace and pride and dignity like I do with everything. I believe everything in
Sue.
life happens for a reason, and there is a man that's out there for me, and that man, he's gonna accept me for who I am, and that's just what it is.
All right. The storm has passed for now.
Everything in life has
So,
Oh, they robbed the guys?
training wheels are off. From this point on, there will be no more second chances. That y'all wish y'all to use that second chance.
Oh, that's so lame.
Now it's gone for good. Today was the last day that it could be used. It was, see?
I was very upset at the guys for not using
That's what they
the
get.
lifeline when they had a chance, especially
That's dirty on Tommy.
LSW, you right. They couldn't
That
have.
was dirty for Tommy.
Yeah, you see his face. He had fun telling them that.
So I need you to take it. So listen, this week, no eliminate. I want you all to follow up on what we've learned tonight. Because these decisions are only going to get harder. All right, that's it. Take a deep breath.
It's only gonna get worse.
Put a ring on it is coming back, y'all. Did I add that to watch you watch? I'm gonna tell y'all what, if y'all don't answer the poll that's already up, I'm not gonna take the answers. There is a poll up on the channel for Monday. We have a special episode for Monday. So I'm gonna put the poll up and see if y'all vote. Now, about this lifeline. Tommy had too much fun telling them that.
The guys thought they had it for another week, which I can understand them saving it for that. So yeah, they would have used it. Of course, they would have used it if they knew it wasn't no fake out.
I really wish they would have kept it though, because I will say last week when her and Tony and the other two on that double date, she really surprised me with her answers. Like she was solid. I like that.
She cool. Like I said, this is she's gonna be the one that's gonna be in a relationship the first. You know what I mean?
You said that last week.
Yeah, it's a guy off the show. She needs a guy a little more in her age bracket and things of that nature, a little more spunky. You know, these ain't those guys. But yeah,
it's gonna be a special guest on Monday, y'all.
Yeah, she couldn't. I understand why she had to go, but But
Yeah.
somehow Blue is sneaking through the crack on the
Yes, he is. Nobody even mentioned him, and
I'm
he
gonna
stayed.
be invisible right here and let y'all
He
get.
stayed calm and quiet to draw no attention. But it's because they too busy having a personal vendetta against Blake.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see it's kind of like separated because we get to this point where it's separated in gangs, especially girl gangs.
Mm-hmm.
You have a girl gang that likes Blake and the girl gangs that not. You can see that Sue and Cynthia are part of the ones that like him, and he's cool with them. And then some of the girls have ganged up against him. You know what I mean? It's one of those type of things.
You shouldn't be worried about those you don't like. This is Ready to Love. You should be concerned with who you do like and growing that. I never got why people be so worried about the people they don't like. You don't have to talk to them.
Well, she was mad about the voting because she feels that, and she's right. She feels that he got the least amount of votes, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be the one going, not one of her possible connections. And what she don't understand is the fact that he has a number one outweighs the fact that he had lower votes. Like I said, we've seen it with in my season with Joelle and Venetia, and we've seen it before, but that's how it works.
Oh, I missed them. Shout out to Joel and Venetia. So is there a certain part of the process where they get to pick who they go out on a date with, or they always organize the dates?
They always organize. I mean, you could talk to somebody and say, "This is who I want to go on a date with," or "Can I get more of this?" Okay. And they might listen, they might not, but that's your best bet.
Okay. All right, y'all, we back.
Show me something.
Hey, co-counsel.
Hello.
Come on in. Yeah, welcome to my palace.
Oh, should I take my shoes
No,
off?
you're good. You get a pass.
Okay. When I saw Anthony's mat, I said, "Oh, Anthony, a little thug in him."
I like that mat.
Anytime.
I never had a first date at a boy's house before.
I feel lucky. Look at it.
Thank you.
During elimination, I definitely took notes. I need to start letting my connections know how I felt about them. So I decided to invite Suanne to my house for an intimate date.
Wow. Thank you. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to be humble. Young King been sitting on the bundle. No slipping, can't stumble.
When Tommy mentioned that we're now at the halfway point,
I hope he did take notes.
I kind of have to step my game up a little bit more.
Yes, he does. That's why he's not tripping.
Yeah, you was the most stable one. I told you that.
I miss you.
Oh, you did?
I always do.
Oh, you do? I appreciate that. You look great as usual.
Thank you. The vibe between
I still can't believe this lady 32, y'all.
Romantic. It's just something about the way he looks at me. It's just powerful. So dangerous for me.
I'm not dangerous.
So you want to help me with the salad?
With the salad.
Croutons, your Caesar dressing, and black pepper.
Okay.
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna serve this food real quick.
Okay. I feel like I'm being tested right now.
No.
If I couldn't get this done, then definitely you would need to take me off your list. If I'm on it. Am I on it?
List of
potential candidate?
Ooh.
Oh,
You're going straight for it. I think Suanne came with the objective that she's going to find out where she stands with me. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm like, you know what? It's time. It has to happen. We're narrowing down our
Yes, right. I want to cook in that kitchen. That kitchen make you want to cook.
I'm going to my fork down.
Yes, you are.
I mean, there's a lot of awesome women.
I agree.
I see he got that haircut together. What is wrong with her?
This woman right in front of your face. He totally missed that opportunity.
Yes.
I want to be fully open to you being so far in a process like this. I feel like I owe it to you if I'm considering you. Knowing that we're halfway, we got to start being more intentional and narrowing down our talk. And I do need to open completely up more. I'm so nervous to open up about this because you don't want someone to
trying to use it against you.
Yeah, or try and feel bad. That's the biggest thing for me. I want to still remain strong and kind of undefeated.
Yeah, you don't have to play strong. That's why I like the soft side. I feel like I have to be the strong one.
Yeah.
You could be the soft one.
When Mark said that, it just hit me in a way that I don't know. I looked at him and at that moment in a whole different light. I could feel his protective energy around me, and I just felt extremely safe.
What's up? What do you have to tell me?
So, I have Crohn's disease.
Wow. When Jeffrey revealed to me that she had Crohn's disease, I was a little bit confused because I have no idea what Crohn's disease was.
One of the biggest things with Crohn's is extreme fatigue and pain in my abdomen. So it's inflammation of your insides.
Right.
I remember your first reception of me. You're you're super nice. It's almost like nothing's wrong. If that makes more sense as to why I'm always so positive, because I just don't want
always so positive.
I guess that kind of would make sense as to why I'm like that.
Right.
So my area of curiosity does have to do with your seduction language and your sexual energy. I don't feel it. When we went to Hard Rock, I feel like that was the first time I was like, oh, Anthony, working with something.
But then you went back into your little shell, and I was like,
What?
okay, I won't bother him.
I'm gonna dance before I let you go. So I'm gonna get some music on. I'm gonna have a dance with you. Then you can go tell all your friends about me.
Oh, really? Tell my friends.
Tell all your friends about me. Let's get the dancing on. Let's get this music.
Okay.
Luckily for Anthony, our date ended on a very high note. The first part of it was great. The middle part was a struggle. And then the dance kind of put him back into my top connections. So I still need more time with Anthony.
Anytime you feel stressed out and let's say the condition starts, how do the kids feel about that?
Sorry.
No, tell you, please take your time.
Yeah, they just watch me and they never see anything wrong. But when I am really sick, it hurts them so bad. They shouldn't have to be that little and understanding.
Right.
They're like, oh, Mom, you'll feel better. They just love on me.
So shut up with Monday go.
Yeah. For him to have that frame in his mind and not just me dealing with my sickness, but how do my children deal with it, was another confirmation of how serious I think Mark is with me.
I don't see this as a barrier at all. If anything, it's something you overcome. And then I'm actually blown away that you're able to keep yourself as far as your attitude and your outlook in life.
Thank you.
My God. We shared a nice, passionate kiss. I felt like it drew us closer.
Just have a look. Pulling me.
Actually, no one told you to look this good.
After this date, I'm nervous because I like Mark Anthony, Andre, and Blue. I can't say one is over the other because I've never had such a strong connection with Freeman. I don't think I'm ready to say it yet. I think you like my way, so I was grabbing it.
I'm trying to squeeze it like this.
Well,
I don't know what that means.
First of all, can we talk about this mat? Bitch, you better take your shoes off. I like that mat.
Something's off.
With Anthony?
Yeah, I always when women kind of bring this up, I kind of be the one to get mad because I'm like, don't do that. But something a little sassy about my man. And you're not really being forefront with the women, and you ain't.
I didn't think that he
laid
had
back.
a connection with her though.
I don't know. It's a lot of maybe, but still, you know, you need to bring it. Like even if you don't have a super connection, you see what Mark Anthony just did.
and he faked it real good because he don't even know what it is.
Yeah, and really and truly, I would tell. I know people got problems, conditions. They want to like put it out on camera so they can get that sympathy feel from the audience. But in the dating show market, like you really should kind of keep that to yourself because guys are already dealing with enough. And like, man, she got 3 kids and a disease. I got to handle in the reality of the situation. I got to handle all that.
Yeah. And he didn't even know what it is. He's talking about we can overcome this. There's no cure for that.
He's playing. He knows he needs to step it up, and he's being aggressive as a man. You know what I mean? He's doing man stuff. He's doing what Anthony's not because Mark Anthony at least is a woman. He's into women enough where he can fake it enough to say, "Yo, okay, we gonna be good."
So is that what you're getting at with Anthony?
I don't know. I'm not about to speculate on it, or do I care? But the fact of the matter is, something a little soft.
Oh.
But we know he's stable because, like I said, the key when they don't show everybody's house. Trust me, they see everybody's house. They don't show nobody else. My house made the cut on my season for a reason.
Right.
So you got to have some stability for them to see your house. So we know that. We know. I don't care if they say your title, CDO, this, and that. I like real titles. Nurse practitioner. Real title. Right. We know what the outcome is that. We know it's stable. So we know he has that going for him. But we'll see if he can get aggressive. Maybe he don't get like any of the women.
Yeah, I didn't really. It was no chemistry there. Even when they was dancing, it was stale.
Well, people could feel that chemistry. Yeah, and some of those guys. You know what I mean? And we've seen it in the past with some guys that gets. You're like, man, I don't see no chemistry with any female person around.
Oh.
And even if they put the people together with somebody, you still don't see the chemistry because it's just not there. Because that person, they flirt. It's a certain way men flirt, the way Tony's flirting, the way Mark Anthony is flirting, the way Sean flirts. These guys is a sexual component to it.
Right.
And if you don't have a sexual component to it, it might be a question. Why you're not?
Because everybody want to feel wanted.
Yeah, but men should have men like sex. We should have a sexual component.
It did look really fake. It looked real fake. Let's see who's up next, y'all. Because nobody's going home. I'm mad. I'm mad about it. Mercedes.
Their connections. So I was able to set up this date with Mark Anthony just because we haven't really had a lot of one-on-one time.
Mercedes is going on.
Hi.
Hey.
This is the Mark Anthony show, y'all.
He's gonna make his rounds.
My connection with Jeffrey is pretty strong, but I'm actually looking really forward to going out with Mercedes because I know
I'm mad about it. I'm mad.
So much more to learn about each other.
Right, so you gotta tell me more about this. Like, you want to take flight lessons? Yeah. About trying it out.
I think I saw like the pilot cockpit.
Yeah.
In my head, I was thought like you just had to be an old white man to fly. I just thought because that's all I saw. So I'm like, okay. So I just asked. He's like, yeah, you just take flight lessons. Yeah, that's cool. Just look online. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I just got addicted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I like flying planes.
So I took my discovery flight, and I felt like that bug light.
That bug light, right?
Yeah. His pursuit of his pilot's license. It's something that resonates with me as well because I do want to also obtain my private pilot's license so that I can show you can be young, you can be female, you can be minority and still obtain this. So it's something that really, really is exciting.
Even if I didn't do anything, I just want it. I just wanted that bad.
Never get home, so I'm always repping. 6 skills, so you know how I'm stepping. Better than your ex-babe, living out tender.
Okay, Morgan.
How you doing, sweetie?
Good, how are you?
After the dinner, I have 2 strong connections. Linden and Tony. Here's my chance to talk to Tony and see where he's at too.
Thank you for coming. Happy you here.
Are you sure this is your happy face?
Yeah, I look simple. How do I look?
That's something my granny would have said.
Coming into this date with Morgan, I was extremely excited. But
Tony always.
I felt that Morgan was really putting that pressure on me. And I was going back and forth between Marcy and Morgan. I go back and forth because both women are contagious. I like both women. So how do you feel about me? Let's,
You're a wild card.
Okay.
A part of me really, really likes you. Then the other part of me is probably terrified.
Terrified.
Because I don't know what you're capable of. So I think I put all my eggs in the Tony basket. Then what? I'm around here looking stupid in the face.
They drinking
When
my
Tony
favorite
still
water.
want to be smooth Tony from up top.
Smooth Tony from up top.
Smooth Tony from up top. You play too much. You're a mischievous little toddler.
I play too much.
You play too much.
I'm focused. I'm really,
Make sure you focus on the right things.
Yeah.
So you're gonna give me that eyebrow? I can do that too. I can't wink though.
You can't wink. You can't wink.
I can't wink.
He said
So you can't just do this.
Yeah. I just.
She always telling him what to do.
Hold on. Okay.
Yo, you switch. You even wink.
Don't know men like that all the time.
Hold on. I hate that we haven't had as much one-on-one time, but it makes this moment right here the catalyst. It's like we're two kids trying to get at each other, and he's just so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, you got the little nuts.
It's a little bit.
Well, okay. Big stuff.
But you keep rubbing me like this. It's
I'm
not.
gonna just put it down.
I say it's not gonna be a genie that pops up.
Yo, I'm dead. And I gotta rub it 3 times.
Rub it. Maybe a little bit more than 3 times. I mean.
Oh, so you're wild. How about you sip your drink?
He won't be blue. I mean.
Jesus.
How do you feel? Because that other connection is on you, boy. Bro.
I like that Lyndon don't back down from you.
What?
He's the only one that don't care about you. He's like, I hear Tony over here barking, but come here, girl.
But you know that's not going to work well for Lyndon at the end, right? Lyndon is not a threat to me. I'm more of a threat to Lyndon. May the best man win. And we all know who's going to win that.
You have another connection out there, too.
Absolutely. What would you like to know?
I really don't care.
Okay. Here it is then.
But like I told you at the Hard Rock,
You told me a lot of things.
I told you to narrow it down.
Yeah, you did.
And you narrowed it down.
I sure did.
And I'm going to tell you, clean it up. Get it together.
Duly noted.
Mm-hmm. Good.
No, you cute though.
Is that sexy to guys? Because that don't seem fun.
I like that bubbly personality you got. Nice smile, you're always smiling. I like when I look at you, I'm like, I like laughing too. I'm like, okay, she makes me laugh.
Who do y'all like better with Mark Anthony, Mercedes or Jeffrey?
I definitely think that you can tell a lot by somebody's kiss, and it just felt right. I welcomed it, and it was definitely worth it. When you say got the big, little juicy fruits, it was good. No lip side.
So how do you feel about me?
We look good together. What do you think?
I think we look damn good together. Are you ready to make these tough decisions? Tony, it's for real now.
Mercedes, we got to vote for Mercedes.
Right.
Okay.
Just keep being you, Morgan, and
Mercedes for the
take what's yours,
win.
baby. That's it.
Say less.
That's it.
I already did. Leaving the date with Tony.
I feel like
think
Jeffrey's
a little
going to be
dirty
pretty upset
as
at the
far as
reunion.
where his
I'm
mind
ready
was
for it.
during the date. And I think he gained a little clarity as to far as what I get as a woman.
It's going to be extremely tough having to choose between Morgan and Marcy. Extremely tough. I have a lot of thinking to do, and we will see. We will see.
Alrighty.
Nice and soft.
Mark, stop looking at me, bro.
What you worried about?
Like I might actually like you.
Anything that with it?
Possibly.
Am I right?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Well, that's why my connection with Mercedes got stronger. As much as I like Jeffrey, Mercedes is a fantastic woman also. This is going to make it much harder for me to pick between these two women. So,
Let's do it. Mark Anthony came to play. So As far as my other connection with Anthony, it might be a hard fight for him. It definitely is making that decision that much harder. It's funny.
Man, a little bit.
We get to talk about love today. I met this guy.
I feel like I just watched the same date twice.
Yeah, because he was giving the same.
Like, it was copy and paste.
Mark Anthony, he's a genius at he leaning on his looks and then playing off the spill of that, which you got to have that look to be able to do that game wise. But he got it down.
And I also feel that I keep seeing the same conversation between Tony and
Morgan. Yeah, because they're playing with each other.
Yeah, it's the same.
She knows she got him anytime she feels like it, and he thinks he got the same. So.
I'm bored with this episode. I'm sorry. I was mad at first, and now I'm bored.
Yeah, I mean, it started off. I mean, we knew Mark Anthony was gonna get the save. That happened, and then here we go, leading off his looks again. But the fact of the matter is, the same scenarios are the same. Pretty boy ain't about to pick none of these girls long term.
You say he's just making his pool bigger for when the show is over?
Yeah, for the most part, or whatever. You know what I mean, just or whoever he wants outside the show.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, this ain't. And a lot of the other girls already felt the stuff. They that's why he was in the bottom, but they ain't already caught it. But some women, no matter what's in their face, if they're really attracted to a man, especially in this day where male looks are now an all-time premium compared to back in my dad's era or my granddad's era, you know, where it was how hard you work. You know what I mean? Different things.
They was fighting over Rufus.
Yeah, they were back then. That's how it was back then. Now it's like the women want to carry the men around like a Prada bag and show me on.
What you do with Mark Anthony?
Yeah, so it's like.
So let me ask you, what do you think about Morgan's personality?
I know a little bit more about Morgan's personality off because I got some, you know, I get more insights, scoops. I don't really want to give anything away or say anything, but I think she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Oh yeah, she's good looking. So,
but it's like, I don't know. Because the things I want to say, I'm probably guilty.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it might be a little. The personality might be a little off. It might be a little. Like I said, I always say this. Like I said, if you ain't had a relationship or fell in love in that period of time, that's even two reasons. Either you're a little cray-cray and the guys have figured it out in time, or you get that picky. And if you get that picky, Tony ain't gonna make the cut. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I mean.
If you're a little cray-cray, then you know what I mean. Maybe and that's another thing. But
and with the last two conversations we just seen them have, I feel like she's gonna push him to Marcy.
Nah, because see, Tony loyal. That's what's gonna be a problem. He probably should put more effort on the Marcy, but he a man's man, New York guy. He's a by the code type of guy. So if Morgan was his first pick and he said, "Yo, that's the one I like," even if it's a little rocky with Morgan, he's gonna stick by his guns and say, "I had you number one. I'm loyal. You're gonna be number one." I'm kind of the same guy, personality code wise. You know what I mean? Like if I put a girl on my number one, she has to do something for me to change it. I'm not saying I'm gonna change her just because I feel a certain way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have some kind of loyalty.
Right. All right, we're back. And it looks like we're finna Blake bash. Looks like that's what's coming, guys.
Clarify our encounter. So I felt like I could at least give him that. If he wants to make himself heard, then maybe we can get to some common ground. I'm totally okay with that.
Going into this, I'm still not sure what the real problem is with Morgan. Apparently, I had said some things that had bothered her. Wasn't really sure what bothered her, but I knew that it was not my intent to upset her.
How are you?
What's going on? How you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
I'm thinking going into the date, we'll at least have an opportunity to clear the air a little bit more and come to some type of mutual respect and friendship.
So what do you think about the
I don't know about friendship.
Like when I'm out like that, I'm really just looking to have a good time.
So just kind of keep it like, try to go in there too much.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, I told you how I was feeling about, the initial mixer and how I felt about our conversation. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about it?
I apologize for making you feel how you felt, but I don't know exactly what I said that drew the emotion for you.
Okay.
So, for me, I think it would be helpful just to better understand you, to kind of know what it was that was said that made you feel the way that you were feeling. Let's pull that apart. Let's have a conversation over it.
But you apologized. How could you apologize for something if you don't know you did?
Because I can apologize. If you tell me what you said to me was really hurtful.
I didn't say you hurt me.
I know that I hurt you. I can see that it.
You did not hurt me.
Okay. Whatever
I
it
said
was.
you were not kind.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't hurt me. I had to clear that up right away because, sir, you don't have an inkling of power in my life.
Okay, it's getting weird.
You were just unkind. I didn't go to sleep sad. I didn't wake up with you on my mind. You never crossed my mind. So therefore, sir, you could never hurt me. You attacked me because I said I wanted a family. Your exact words were, so basically you're not going to be happy until you have kids. And I don't know where you got that from. And I told you that I was the most happiest now today that I've ever been in my life. I don't need a man or children or anything else to make me happy. I have all that I need. So yeah, I felt like you tried to kind of talk me into a corner that day. You also said that 80% of the things that I feel like I want out of life, I won't get if I have a child. So I want to know who hurt you.
Somebody
Who hurt you?
I have kids already. So most people that have kids share the same sentiment.
Blake just gives me who hurt you vibes. For a man to have such a negative outlook on fatherhood and what a family needs, someone did something to that man. And considering he has 3 baby mamas, probably 3 people, he needs some professional help. You also mentioned that you felt the way about the whole Jeffrey situation as far as the whole double life and all those things.
Oh my.
I was okay with not addressing it. But it's a situation that kept coming up. And it seemed to start to grow like a cancer.
I feel that way about you. And I don't think you're a benign cancer either. I think you're malignant. I don't think you have good intentions for being here. I don't find you honest. I feel like you're lying to these women. And it's not fair. These are beautiful women that are genuinely looking for love. And I feel like you're toying with these women's emotions. And I don't think you deserve to be here. It's disgusting to me.
Okay, so can I speak now? You got that out?
Yep.
You haven't spoken to me. You've had no interest in talking to me. So your opinion really matters not to me. So you can feel the way that you feel. I respect it. Move on. Follow your match. You don't have to.
That's my guy. Play that agenda.
Yeah, like we gonna talk about this.
A date with an agenda. And I took it for what it was, just a one-sided statement. And I was okay with that. Perfectly fine. Let's move on.
Well, I'm gonna go. It was not so nice talking to you. I hope I don't see you anymore because I think that these women deserve a better man than you. I don't know how Blake felt at the end of the day, but I just had to get that off my chest. I think he's a fraud. I think he's an imposter, and I don't think he's a good person. So for me, it was a success.
Awesome. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm ready to lie.
Oh yeah, I know I don't like the next times. Let's talk about this for a second. Because where do I start? Like, she said she wasn't hurt, but she seems very hurt. Secondly, I know it's a lot of things cut out that we don't see, but how is him saying he doesn't want any more children because he's past that time in life? How does that say you have a negative outlook on families?
The thing is, production has tried to set this dude up 5 times and they failed all 5 times. He's good. Production, give the man his props. He has snuck out of every single freaking hole that you tried to sink him in. You want him so bad, you're not gonna be able to get him. Just let him breathe. Let him loose now. Because it's hard to make the show look bad because you're blatantly going at this man for no reason. This was a setup date. They told her we're gonna get the most aggressive woman that we got on here. They do this all the time. This is facts. And they say
They do.
your job is to go after him hard. This was not a date or conversation in good faith. He wasn't gonna be able to get a word out, but he was so smart. He didn't go argue. What he said, you get it out your chest. Okay, you know what I mean? He was doing everything so perfect. I mean, it's a personal friend, but still, man.
But he said exactly what we just said a few minutes ago, which is, if you don't care and you're not hurt, why are you so worried about this guy?
He kept it OG. He gave him just enough. He didn't give them any extra edit any certain way. He got his points. He was calm. He was under. He knows how to play it, and
he really looking crazy now.
Yeah, he did it well. And like I said, they've looked crazy every single time they came at him because they've been trying to come at him 5, 6 times. And it ain't the women. They're probably cool with him. The production wants it, and they can't get him because he is trained somehow or gets gifted at it. But they need to give it up because now it's taking the integrity of the show away. Because now it's
he
obvious.
has military background, right?
Yeah.
So he know how to stay cool under pressure.
Yeah, he got it down. And I would have failed all these, but but he got it down, and he ain't letting the production get to him in any kind of way. And now it's taking away the integrity of the show because now you can see that production is really purposely trying because there's no reasons yet. No, it's just and then you just got Morgan on the interview just shooting out buzzwords, narcissistic, bad person. How? Why? Where? It ain't no context. So therefore, we know it's a setup. We know they're putting you up to it. It's failing. It's not going across. It's making you look like the angry black woman for no reason. And Blake's still calm, cool, about to go back to Sue. So they got to stop that. I mean, it ain't working. You target the wrong guy on this one. Tony would have fell for all these traps. Blake too smooth. Give it up to my guy.
This was totally a filler episode, though. Like, we didn't see half the cast.
We didn't. Yep. Still no Blue.
No Blue. No Kurt. I would have thought they would have put Ponytail on a date.
Yeah, we ain't seen Sean. We've been missing the action. We need to see.
You calling that man Sean?
Oh, what is it?
Andre.
Dang, he looks like a Sean. He looks like a Sean to me, don't he?
A Sean John is what he looks like. With that curly cue.
Oh man, that haircut was bad. This episode, it was like it got worse.
I wonder how Mercedes.
The mohawk got higher in the back this episode. Like he was just like growing it out during the break.
I want him to get that together.
It must be somebody who's from the island, or he's from the island, isn't he? Or somewhere different.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody let me know that's part of the
boring, upsetting and boring LSW. Because I'm still upset that Jonique is gone. I am.
Why? She had no
I like her. I liked her.
Y'all go to the club together then and shake.
I feel like how they feel. Why is Blake still here? I feel like that about Jonique. She should still be here.
She shouldn't be there. She was about to go. But like I said, I think she'll get a good man that's more her speed and everything else like that, her age and what she got going on. She is a good person. She seemed cool. But yeah, Blake was star this episode. He got out of that pigeonhole again. It's the third pigeonhole he got out of by just not giving production what they wanted.
And we see that they're not gonna let him breathe because they're gonna come with something else.
Oh, they're gonna come with something else because they're mad. Everybody has egos on these shows. They think they really production thinks they know every single person because they've done so many shows. So they're like, now it's a competition. We got it.
But what could they possibly be mad at him about though?
They just want to. Some people they just want to get. Some people, in reality, in real life, off camera, Blake is a little arrogant. You, my friend, stuff like that. He's naturally a little arrogant. And if that rubs somebody wrong on production, they say, okay, we got to put this guy in his place.
I get it.
So they're probably trying to come at him to do that, but
he's too good. He's too slippery.
He's too good. And that's making them even madder. You know what I mean? That they can't get him. Like, we got to get this guy. We can't get him. I want them to eventually just give up, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, not with how these ladies.
Because it's looking fake.
You
got to production. If you're gonna get them, you got to come with some context, and you haven't been able to do it yet.
There's none there.
Yeah, it's not there. Maybe you could dig up something from the past,
which would be stupid.
Yeah, but they're going to if it don't happen a reunion or something. That's the only way. That's the only thing they can really do.
Right. Oh yeah, because we have to still get to the exes coming, the families coming.
Now I do know who his ex is coming, and that's a problem. I know
Oh
spoiler
no!
alert.
Don't tell us. You know I don't like next time.
No, I'm not saying I don't know what's gonna happen. I didn't give you anything that's gonna happen.
Okay.
That I don't know if it's gonna be a problem or not. Could be work out great, but I'm just saying it should be a problem. But
I just didn't like the part where she did bring them up, because it's like a lot of people dish things that they can't take. So to say 3 people that messed you up, like you looking too far into a situation you know nothing about to feel that hard about it.
It's them buzzwords. Try and get them buzzwords in order to, you know what I mean? It's them buzzwords. Yeah. That's all she can go by because she has no context. So all she can do is throw out buzzwords and hope the audience gravitate to someone, not towards him, Blake in general, because he ain't done anything wrong, but they know their audience. They know that a lot of their audience have a lot of trauma. Yeah. They're triggered by his past men and things of men, because this is it's a real romantic show. So you wouldn't be watching this if you haven't had any dating experience.
Right.
And they know a lot of people have had bad dating experience and bad dating experience with black men that watch this show. And when you hit one of those buzzwords, it ain't necessarily what Blake did, but it'll trigger you what Jerome did to you in 2000.
Right.
and one. And now you start hating Blake. You know what I mean? They know how to roll that in. But yeah, that's why she started throwing out those things with no context. But they're trying, but it ain't working. It's backfired on the 3 occasions. It's been bad.
Definitely did.
Marcia tried it. Marcia tried it in that little line. It backfired on her.
Marcy?
It backfired on Morgan.
Did she?
Remember when they was in a roundabout and he was just like, yo, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't remember.
They keep sending those type, and the person that could do it, that could probably pit bull enough, is smart enough to get Blake out of his character, to get production what they want, is Sue, and he already got her. That's what they want to send at him, but they can't.
Right. She got too in.
And that's why when he brought up, when they were in that little lounge thing, you know what I mean? And before they was with Marcia, she tried to throw the trap on him. He said, I don't want to talk, because he knew he was going to get ganged up on it, because he looked at who his allies was, and it was only another guy there. Mm-hmm. So he waited, and he brought it back up, but he brought it back up in a lounge when Sue was right next to him, because he knew he had an advocate, and he knew if you came at me now you're going to have to face Sue.
Right.
So brilliant. That's why on the boat thing, when he came up there and he was about to get it out to her, and he was like, okay, this is set up. I don't got to advocate here. I got nothing, and she's already rehearsed, so I'm going to back off this. And then when he brought it up again, Sue's there. Okay, now bring that noise. And I got because as a black man,
that's smart though.
Yeah, because as a black man, I can't. If I argue with a black woman, I'm gonna lose just off default. Because as a man coming on a woman, even if I'm right, even if I sound right, it still triggers a lot of women that a black man's being combative with them in a conversation.
And then they know how to edit it to make it look extra.
Yeah, to make it look that way. So in that situation, I can't talk woman to man. I got to have a woman talk to the woman for me. Like in prime example, when they're setting me up and I'm in a reunion and Amber's coming at me, gets buzzword, not even making no sense to shout stuff out. KG's sitting there quiet. They do that on purpose because they know if KG tried to come at me like that, I could come at him any way I want. You know what I mean?
And you already felt the way about KG, so you was waiting.
Yeah, I'm looking at him like, dog, if you lying on me, then you got a problem. We're gonna handle this like men handle it, or I'm gonna have a conversation where he's gonna lose. So production said, KG, you don't say a word. You shut the heck up when Ron talks, because he can't save you from that situation or going against him. But the woman can go at him all he wants to. And we know that Ron's gentleman enough where he's not going to go hard on a girl. So we got an attack dog coming this way, and we leave you to see. Blake was smart enough to say, I'm not going to say too much woman to woman. I have my woman speak to the women, and I'll back off and just say I don't want to talk about it. And if a man comes up, I'll have that conversation.
What's up? Yes, I'm gonna watch put a ring on it for y'all. I got to see who I want to be the co-host because we got to have, me around. We have fun up here. I need a co-host, somebody I can talk to about it because I'm going to just let y'all know now. If I didn't have Ron up here, we probably would have been out early. I would have been class dismissed early today. Because today was, it was boring. But we know we need our fillers. I'm thinking since today's episode 7, I'm thinking we're going to get some exes and some families real soon. So we'll see what happens. I will put a ring on it. But I meant what I said about the poll. There is a poll up on the page. And it's a very interesting question. And so it's leading up to the our old school versus new school episode on Monday. And it's a very interesting topic. We have a special guest. Not going to tell you who it is, but we have a special guest. So make sure y'all tune in on Monday. Make sure you answer the poll because we do want to have some dialogue because we're seeing it play out really here when it comes to men and women and why some men may be running from Black women. Are they? Are the Americanized women, are they running from us? Are we causing them to run from us? It's a lot of things that we need to talk about. Also, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow because we're watching Love and Marriage DC. And with that, we'll see y'all next Friday. Same place, same time. And we're out of here.
Hey, it's Sean Dufresne from Ready to Love, and you are